Good morning, boys and girls. It's so good to be with you again. And do you see where Mrs. Deitz is? She's outside again because the weather's warm. It's springtime. Winter has gone, all the cold weather, and all of Mrs. Deitz's trees are budding, and she has some flowers in her front yard. So it's spring, and we're starting to see warm weather come. Now, one thing Mrs. Deitz wants to tell you, first of all, let's have our good morning hug. When Mrs. Deitz comes outside, her glasses are kind of special because instead of changing glasses, they turn into sunglasses. So when Mrs. Deitz is outside, her glasses become sunglasses, and so they're dark. So when you're looking at Mrs. Deitz's eyes, you're seeing dark glasses. When we were inside, you could see Mrs. Deitz's eyes because inside her glasses are just regular glasses. But I wanted to share that with you this morning as we talk about spring. When we talked before about Easter, I asked you to look for some pretty spring flowers, and I hope you found some spring surprises. Sometimes you have to look really down on the ground in between the grass and you'll find some spring surprises. Well, one thing that happens in the spring, we have lots of animals that are hibernating and they wake up and come out, and they have little babies that run around. We have other animals that really don't hibernate, they don't sleep all winter, but they kind of hide under rocks and in the ground to keep warm during the winter. And all those animals are running around now. One of those animals is bunny rabbits. And the story Mrs. Deitz has this morning is a story about a bunny rabbit. It's a bunny rabbit that wakes up in the spring and goes looking for his own home. And you can see it's spring because of the flowers that are growing around the bunny rabbit. Okay, let's see what our story tells us. And remember, Mrs. Deitz is going to read it, and then she's going to show you the pictures. Spring, 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 sang the frog. Spring, said the groundhog. See here, we have a frog over here. We have a groundhog. And all of the spring flowers that are starting to come up. Spring, 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 sang the robin. It was spring. The leaves burst out, the flowers burst out, and robins and other birds burst out of their eggs. It was spring. See the robin, the mama robin? And look over here at the baby robins in their nest. They have just come out of their eggs. And here we have the leaves starting on the trees. It was spring. In the spring, a bunny came down the road. He was going to find a home of his own. A home for a bunny, a home of his own. Under a rock, under a stone, under a log, or under the ground. Where would a bunny find a home? See the bunny coming down the road, and he's looking for a home. Where is your home? He asked the robin. Here, 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 sang the robin. Here in the nest is my home. And we had the bunny talking to the robin up in his nest. Here, 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 sang the little robins, who were about to fall out of their nest. Here is our home. Not for me, said the bunny. I would fall out of a nest. I would fall on the ground. See the little robins? Do you think a bunny could get up there in that nest? I think he's right. He would fall right down. And have you ever seen a bunny climb a tree? I don't think I've ever seen a bunny climb a tree either. Usually bunnies go underneath the ground. So he went on looking for a home. "Where is your home?" he asked the frog. "Wog, wog, wog," sang the frog. "Wog, wog, wog." "Under the water, down in the bog." "Not for me," said the bunny. "Under the water I would drown in a bog." So the bunny is talking to the frog, and frogs live in water. But where do bunnies live? That's right, they live on the ground. Bunnies can't even swim. So he knows he can't live in the water because he can't swim. So he went on looking for a home. "Where do you live?" he asked the groundhog. "In a log," said the groundhog. "Can I come in?" said the bunny. "No, you can't come in my log," said the groundhog. Well, that's not a very friendly groundhog, is it? The groundhog's here and he lives under things or in a log, and the bunny wants to join him. But the groundhog says, "No, you can't come in my log." So the bunny went down the road, and down the road he went. He was going to find a home of his own, a home for a bunny, a home of his own, under a rock or a log or a stone. Where would a bunny find a home? Down the road and down the road he went until, here he is. We see him running down the road. There's a butterfly that's following him. We've seen the butterfly on several pages. He met a bunny. "Where is your home?" he asked the bunny. See, he meets another bunny, and he wants to know where that bunny lives. "Here," said the bunny, "here is my home. Under this rock, under this stone, down under the ground. Here is my home." And look, they're becoming friends. And here's the rock that this bunny lives under. "Can I come in?" said the bunny. "Yes," said the bunny, and so he did. Well, this is a friendly bunny, and the bunny goes in the other bunny's home. Do you think they're going to be good friends? And that was his home. Look, I would say they are very good friends. So when you see a bunny running, maybe that bunny is looking for his home. Now, boys and girls, behind me, you have seen my dog. This is Lily. Lily, she won't come to see us, but there, you see her? She loves the spring. She comes out and lays on the patio and gets good and warm, and she goes in the grass and walks around. So she loves to be outside during the spring. You have a wonderful day, and when you go outside, you look for spring surprises, and Mrs. Deitz will see you again next week. Goodbye.